That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jessup.
At Broadhurst Landfill, keeping our community safe is the most important thing we do. Our local team of environmental managers, engineers, and scientists ensure that the long-term management of the landfill is safe for our workers, customers, and the environment. To learn more, visit our website at www.broadhurstlandfill.com. Or you can go to the website, click Visit Us, and sign up for a tour to see firsthand how we operate. We hope to see you soon.
Up to $6,000 off 2017 Explorers during the summer savings event at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. No high pressure, just honest savings and more for your trade. Stop the surge. Call Mike Birch or go to MikeBirchFord.com. Right on the corner and right on the price.
And good morning. You're listening to WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Thursday morning, the 5th day of October. Butch Hubbard here with you on the Big Dog. Looking for, well, partly sunny skies today. High today of 83 with a 40% chance of afternoon showers. The autumn harbor level is at 4.1 feet and falling. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jessup Premium Stores located on the Waycross Highway, and by Republic Services, and by Murphy Builder Supply in downtown Jessup. And Bob, we got some special guests in here today talking about the more. And you call it the more what, Connie?
The more series luncheon.
I thought it was series, but
yes.
I'm thinking, how did that, more series luncheon. Connie Riddle in this morning. She brought a couple of guests with her to talk about this fundraising event for Coastal Pines Technical College to provide scholarships. Good morning, Connie.
Good morning. Thanks for having us again. We appreciate it. We just wanted to remind everybody that we have the more series luncheon to benefit Coastal Pines Technical College Foundation coming up on Tuesday, October 24th. We're getting close. It starts at 10:30 a.m. with a marketplace. We'll have local vendors set up. It's a great time to do some early holiday shopping, and they'll be available before and after the luncheon. We're going to have a great luncheon that Randy Trapnell is helping us coordinate and plan, so be prepared for a wonderful meal. Our MC for the day is going to be Pam Williams. She knows our speaker, Stacy Bass, very well, and we're so excited that she's going to be able to come and MC the event. Our invocation will be given by Miss Carletha Davis, and Crystal Morris Keith will sing the national anthem for us.
She can do a good job with that, can't she?
Absolutely. And tickets are $40, or you can get a table of 8 for $300. Ladies and gentlemen, get your tickets now. They are going really fast, so we're very excited to say that. So we encourage people to go ahead and contact a committee member of Coastal Pines Technical College and purchase their ticket. But I also want to thank our sponsors, because we cannot do this without them. Wayne County Tourism, Sybil's Family Restaurant, and Prime South Bank are our major sponsors, and we thank them for their support. But we've been on a couple of times talking about the event, and
yes,
Stacy Bass. And so today we brought 2 experts with us who know Stacy personally. He was very involved in their wedding, and they can really shed some light on why people want to get their tickets to this event and come hear Stacy Bass on Tuesday, October the 24th. We have
Stacy Bass is going to be the speaker
yes.
at the More Series luncheon coming up.
Correct.
All right, so Stacy Bass. All right, just trying to set the stage there so folks, they kind of half listen, half tune in, and then sometimes they're really sitting there paying attention, so sometimes I like to repeat stuff so people understand. Stacy Bass is going to be the guest speaker, and we got a couple ladies in here this morning who know all about him.
Absolutely. We are so privileged to have Felicia Mosley and Kelly Lamb. As I mentioned, Stacy was very instrumental in their weddings, and they both have some fun stories about how flexible, how dynamic, just what wonders that Stacy can work in various situations, and we thought it would be fun to have them here and share some of those, and again, let people understand more about Stacy. So,
okay.
Felicia has if you want to start them off about Stacy.
All right, introduce yourself when you go on there.
Good morning. My name is Felicia Lewis Mosley, and Stacy did my wedding in April of 2005.
Now, what do you mean he did your wedding?
He was the wedding coordinator.
Okay.
He did all of the catering and food, all of my flowers, that type of stuff.
I understand.
So
he was the wedding planner.
Basically, yes. He was the wedding planner. It was kind of hard to give up
Better than
everything,
Sandler, but
yes,
Okay.
he did very good. I actually got married here in Jessup at First Baptist Church, and he did all the flowers and everything there.
Okay.
And then my wedding reception was actually supposed to be the fairy tale, a big white tent with a black and white checker dance floor, chandeliers, fine china, flowers, a wonderful band, all of that. And Stacy just picked up on my dream and just helped me to make it supposedly become a reality. But that day, the tent, we had some 40-mile-an-hour winds in April. I actually got married the same day that Matt got married. Yes,
Yeah.
I thought about this a few days ago.
Although you were saying
Earlier.
2005, yeah, Matt and Mandy got married in 2005. Yeah.
But anyway, so my reception was to be out on family land with a big white tent and everything. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. But we had some 40-mile-an-hour winds that day, and about 3:30, the wind picked the tent up and blew it over and crashed. The chandeliers, the china, everything. Actually injured one of the workers there, sent him to the hospital for a little knee injury.
Wow.
But
What a wedding story here.
so anyway, Stacy was fabulous. We were all just kind of like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So long story short, we ended up at the Elks Lodge with Stacy ended up transforming that place into an amazing, like, garden area. I didn't even know
That would be amazing if you made the Elks Lodge look like a garden.
There were huge
That's a miracle
floral
worker right there.
arrangements, statues, ice sculptures, like all of the works. Like, he just salvaged everything, got more stuff in there, had people come and bring things, and it was just amazing. So, and he the whole time was cool as a cucumber, laughing, cutting jokes, planning it all, and said, we've got a fabulous event, and we had a really good time that night.
Now, what do you think we'll hear from Stacy at this Moore's Luncheon coming up in a couple of weeks?
You are going to be entertained. He will keep you laughing. He will just give you neat little tricks of the trade as far as, okay, if you need a flower arrangement, you can turn this whatever into something and make it work.
Just a very entertaining speaker,
Yes,
but also gives
he
you
is.
some informative tips and things you can learn and use along the way, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Man, what a wedding story right here. I'm always amazed at folks who plan outdoor weddings like that, I've been on Jekyll several times camping through the years, and, right not far down from the campground there is where people walk down into the beach area where the driftwood area is to have weddings and stuff like that. But hats off to folks who plan outdoor weddings, because you're dependent upon Mother Nature out there. And you can find out she can be quite fierce sometimes.
She can.
All right, Kelly Lamb. Kelly, move up to the mic, please. Get close to it. There you go. And tell us your Stacy Bass story.
Stacy did my wedding also in June of 2006, and mine was on Jekyll. It was outside at a hotel there, and he did a fantastic job of taking my dreams and ideas and visions and turning them into exactly what I wanted. You didn't really know that he had grasped everything that you really had envisioned until you walked out there and saw exactly what it looked like. But he could take, you just said, I want, orchids, and he takes it and turns it into a masterpiece that you've never seen anywhere else. But we did RSVP and had a number of people respond, but not the same number that showed up. So he did a very good job of taking the food and making it multiply to feed the crowd that showed up.
He fed everyone with the two fishes.
Yes. He did a fantastic job of just making it work. And like Felicia said, he stays as cool as a cucumber the entire time. and he never misses a beat. Like, he's got everything going. You would not know that if something was out of place, he's not going to let you know. Like, it's going to look fabulous. So,
did you do it at the Jekyll Island Club, or you did it at one of the hotels on the beach?
I did it on one of the hotels at the beach. The
yeah,
Beach
I've seen
View
weddings
Club.
there. Yeah, the Beach View Club. I've seen the big tent set up there, and weddings and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we had a fabulous event. A little bit of rain, but not anything that held us back at all.
Well, good, good.
So
basically, how'd y'all find out about Stacy Bass? Where's he out of?
He originally was out of Baxley.
Uh-huh.
And I think Felicia used him first, and then I used him after seeing what he did with hers.
Oh, okay. Well, good, good. Stacy Bass is going to be the guest speaker at the Moore Series Luncheon coming up. I think you said the 24th. Is that correct? Correct,
yes.
Connie?
Yes.
On the 24th, which is a Tuesday, and it's going to be at Coastal Pines Technical College, right?
That is correct.
And makes sense since it's a fundraiser. The Moore Series Luncheon, a fundraiser for scholarships to folks to go to Coastal Pines. Is that correct, Connie?
That is correct. We're very blessed, as we've said many times before, to have Coastal Pines in our community, and with all the programs that they offer. And that, again, that's how we got the name, the Moore Series Luncheon. They were doing a marketing campaign where they were promoting more locations, more degrees, more opportunities. So we just picked up on that for the luncheon that we do. And these scholarships will be provided to students. A student isn't 18 anymore, just an 18-year-old student. It's all ages. It's helping people with second careers. It's helping people, with new careers. All ages of folks are attending Coastal Pines, even to our high school students with the Move On When Ready program that they offer, which is fabulous.
Yep.
So, from your teenagers to your older population, they're providing great opportunities there that just help feed our community and our economy here locally. So we feel very passionate about what we do and providing scholarships to students who otherwise will not be able to attend.
Okay. Big luncheon coming up on the 24th, the Moore Series Luncheon at Coastal Pines Technical College. Tickets are $40, and you get a great meal. You get to be entertained by Stacy, and you also have the marketplace before and after the luncheon there in the hallways there, so you can do some shopping or just browsing, whatever you want to do. And the proceeds go to the scholarships at Coastal Pines Technical College. Just a great series y'all do each year.
Well, thank you. And we've got a great committee that helps put this together, that works really hard months in advance. And so we like to give special thanks to all of our committee members that are working behind the scenes to make this happen. We're expecting about 300 people. And again, I do want to encourage people to go ahead and get their tickets. It's a fun event to get, 7 of your friends or 8 people to a table. So coordinate a table and get your group to come, and I promise it'll be a great time for everyone.
You can come individually or by group to the Moore Series. It is for men and women. Men, don't think you're not. You're invited. You'll be entertained. You'll have a good time. And it'll be a lot of fun.
Right, and as Felicia and Kelly were mentioning, he's incredible with flowers. And one of the things that he's going to be doing there is actually telling us how to make a flower arrangement, and that will be given away as one of the door prizes that day. So that's kind of a neat thing, that he will actually put together a flower arrangement of natural things there as he's speaking to us, and again, it'll be given away as a door prize that day.
Do you know how I make a flower arrangement?
How do you make a flower arrangement?
I call Mary's Bouquet.
Well, that's always a good thing to do too. That's a good thing too.
I call Mary's Bouquet. They're experts at it down there at Mary's Bouquet. That's how I'll make my flower arrangements. A phone call. Can y'all do this for me? Sure, Butch, we can do that.
That works too. Yes. And he, like Kelly and Felicia mentioned, that last minute things that he can take, things you have in your home, in your yard, to create a flower arrangement. Even some of those type things. Very practical, hands-on. How to make your magnolia leaves last longer when you use them in arrangements. But, I think, just to sum it up, that he's a Southern gentleman that loves to entertain. And he's been all over the world teaching folks how to do floral arrangements, how to do events, and anyone that could take their two situations and handle them as calmly and as elegantly as he did, I think will just inspire everybody that comes to the luncheon.
Well, good. It sounds like a great event, a very entertaining speaker.
Yes.
And we do want to encourage folks to get there early for the marketplace.
Yes.
You have different local vendors and businesses that'll be set up along the hallway. Is that correct?
That is correct. And this is a great time to do some early holiday shopping without without having to leave Wayne County, without having to fight big crowds at malls and things like that. We have, we'll probably have about 12 to 15 local vendors. Most of those are secured that will be selling great holiday items or just a gift for yourself. So again, we had so many people take advantage of that last year, so we encourage you. The doors will open at 10:30, that you can start shopping, and then until 2, the luncheon ends about 1:30, and the marketplace vendors will be available until 2, so they'll have time afterwards as well, if they don't have a chance to get there early.
You see, Bob and I are amazed that people do Christmas shopping in October. We're the last 2 weeks before Christmas shoppers. But some people, I've talked to them and say, yeah, by the end of October, yeah, I got most of it done. I'm thinking, wow, that's amazing.
Well, it's a good chance to get it done early. Y'all might want to come and join us on
get
the
it done
24th.
early.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. And we're supporting our local Wayne County businesses as well.
That's right. And the bottom line is the fact that these funds are going to be raised to provide scholarships at Coastal Pines Technical College for students who want to go, who cannot afford it, and to be able to help themselves to get a great career, make some good money, be a good citizen, and provide for themselves and for their families.
Absolutely. It just comes full circle, the whole event, with the, with the college and what they do, and bringing in our Wayne County businesses for the marketplace and providing something fun. It just comes full circle, and we're very excited about it.
Okay, Bob, any questions or comments for our ladies this morning concerning the more series luncheon? Nope, Bob's just sitting there. I don't know nothing about that.
Well, I want to thank Felicia and Kelly for coming on with me this morning and sharing their stories, because I think they give a very personal view about Stacy and what we can look forward to. So I appreciate them coming on this morning.
All right. Ladies, thanks for coming in and sharing your story about your weddings and Stacy Bass, and how entertaining and informative and how cool he is under pressure. And good luck with the More Series luncheon.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll be back more of the world-famous Butch and Bob show in a minute.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup. Jessup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jessup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jessup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jessup.
Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. And Bob, the woes, the tears, and the gnashing of teeth continue in Statesboro for Georgia Southern Eagles. They just, what's going on? I mean, is the coach still there? Did he fire him this morning? Is he still there?
He's still there at this time, but, I mean, they just, that was an ugly display. I mean, give up 45 points. I mean, they just wasn't pretty. A lot of boos in Statesboro.
Yeah, they're not used to that. The Eagles are not used to that. They're used to be, winning and contending and so forth. When they moved up to this division that they're in right now, I think it's the Sun Belt or whatever it is. The very first year they did that, they went to a bowl game and won. They actually went to a bowl game and won when they moved up in divisions. And now they're at the point where, what's going on in Statesboro? What's happening with the Georgia Southern Eagles? They're going to have to make a change there, Coach. That's the only way I think I can see that. And try to come up with a winning plan.
There's a lot of talk at the end of last year to pull the trigger. They just didn't pull the trigger. But now they're probably regretting that decision. But it's hard to fire a coach in the middle of the season. Most teams wait to the end of the season. But, if it gets, I'm sure people here in Wayne County have ties to Georgia Southern have a better feel than I do, but I know a lot of diehard Georgia Southern fans, and they're not really happy.
No, you can't be happy if you're a Southern fan right now. I want to let folks know that between 8:45 and 8:50, I'm going to give away one of these armband passes for kids to be able to get into the play area with the bounce houses and all the other stuff they'll have there at Odom, at the Odom Homecoming Day on Saturday. You know, folks go there to the Odom Day on Saturday. They have a big area set up there for the kids where the kids can buy an armband and play all day long on all the activities they'll have there. And we're going to give away an armband coming up in just a few moments here between 8:45 and 8:50, so you can give it to your kid or grandkid, so you don't have to pay the money for your kid to play in the play area there at Odom Day.
Reminder again, Jessup Quantum Club has that pancake sausage dinner tonight, 5 to 7. So,
oh, they do. So pancake supper.
Methodist Church Fellowship Hall. Again, dinners are $6. Funds go to benefit Wayne County's youth. You can dine in or take out. Again, tickets available for any Quantum Club member. You can get a ticket tonight at the door of the event. That is tonight at Epworth Methodist Church from 5 to 7.
So at Epworth United Methodist Church, I think that's right off Tai and 3rd Street, right over there. And it'll be in their social hall, and you can either eat there or you can buy it and take it with you. You get the pancakes, you get the sausage, and enjoy your meal. They'll raise funds for the Kiwanis and all the activities they provide here. Once again, the hours are, I think you said, started at 5 to 7. 5 to 7. All righty, let's see here. Thursday night football, Thursday night football. Who did you say that was tonight?
Patriots in Tampa Bay.
Okay. Patriots are not, looking invincible this year, are they?
Well, their defense is lacking. That's the big question mark in New England. They're giving up a lot of points. So interesting how they play tonight. But Belichick's one of the better coaches, so I'm sure they're shored up. But if they lose tonight, they go to 2-3, and it'll be what's wrong with the Patriots. I don't have any sympathy for the Patriots.
No, I don't have any sympathy for them at all. I mean,
like I said last Sunday, it was a great Sunday. Pittsburgh won, the Patriots lost, and the Cowboys lost. So it was a great Sunday.
It was a great Sunday for Bob. His team won, and the teams he doesn't like lost. So that made you happy, huh?
It's a good day.
A good day. Speaking of the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're going to be taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars this Sunday.
This Sunday in Pittsburgh.
Yep, up there in Heinz Field. And so that game will be heard on our sister station, Wayne County's Heritage Radio Station, Fox Sports Radio, 1370 AM, The Buzz, WLOP. Our coverage will begin at 12 noon on Sunday on AM 1370 The Buzz. We kick off at 1 o'clock between the Jaguars and Bob's Pittsburgh Steelers. You love it when Pittsburgh comes down to Jacksonville, don't you?
Yeah.
You get to go in that locker room.
That's good times.
So you can't wear your Pittsburgh Steeler cap there in the press room, can you? No. He's got his Pittsburgh Steeler cap on right now, but when you're a reporter up there, you can't have any apparel on from any team. You've got to be totally neutral. You're a reporter. You're neutral. Yeah, right.
Cheer. Can't do anything.
Didn't they used to be in the same division at one time? Or did they? Were they ever in the same division through all the years that the Jags have been in the AFC? I can't remember. But I know they played them quite a bit through the years. And then the next home game for the Jacksonville Jaguars is the following Sunday. It's a 4:05 kickoff. Instead of usually 1 o'clock, it's a 4:05 kickoff. As in Sunday week on the 15th, the Jaguars will be hosting the Los Angeles Rams. And then coming to town a few weeks after that will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Talk about moving them back down to San Diego, but then the talk has changed and say, no, we're going to keep them here. So I don't know what's going to go with that.
Nobody from San Diego's happy. That was a mess. They played Philadelphia, and all the Eagle fans were in the stadium. So it was a home game for the Eagles. So it's just not a good look for the NFL. Just sad to see. Should have left them in San Diego.
They just thought, they didn't get their stadium, Bob. It's all about the stadiums these days. You going to build me a stadium? I'll stay. I'll go somewhere and get in a new stadium.
It's not about Philip Rivers, quarterback. He just drives a van to the practice back and forth. So
he does?
Yeah, he's not located.
He's not moving, huh?
No, he's not moving.
That's quite a drive there.
Staying in San Diego.
All right.
But it was just sad to watch last Sunday when they played the Eagles. All the Eagle fans. I mean, it was 90% Eagle fans.
Man.
The whole stadium was yelling, "Let's go Eagles."
Yeah, I had the opportunity one time to be in a Jacksonville game when the Philadelphia Eagles were there and sit in the club seat areas. And, apparently a lot of Eagle fans were able to get club seat tickets some way, fashion, form, or another. and surrounded by the green and white, just surrounded by them. I mean, and you talking about rabid fans, they are just something else. Every time the Eagles did get something good there, it's like, and then another thing is, when they did something really good, they all got up and did a dance together. Apparently there's an Eagle type of chant dance, you know, and they all got up and did it, and they, you know, moved and turned and danced and chanted their song. It was, I had never seen that before at a football game. But I guess that's what happens when you've got football that's been in communities, you know, since the 50s and 60s, or even before that. Oh, let's see here. What's your, Bob wants, someone wants to know what your, what you think about the UGA Vandy game, what you think about it, what you think the score is going to be, and how it's going to go between UGA and Vandy.
I think Georgia wins easy, personally. I mean, Georgia's defense is playing extremely well. You know?
Oh, yeah. The defense is something else this year.
I said Vandy's normally a game where Georgia has a hard time with.
They do.
But you know, I don't see it happen this year. I think Georgia goes in and takes care of business. I think Kirby's got them focused, one game at a time mentality. I love this, how he talked to the reporters after the win against Tennessee. Everybody's getting so excited about Tennessee. He said, look, guys, it's a 100-yard dash, and we're only going 40 yards. We got 60 more yards to go. So we got a long way to go before we get to where we want to be. But things are looking good. The big story in Athens is who's going to be the quarterback. Kirby's been mum on who's starting quarterback. He's supposedly ready to go, and he hasn't made a decision on who the starting quarterback is. So I haven't heard yet on who's quarterback. And hope Fromm's still there. But
yeah, he should be.
He's itching to get back on there. So it'd be interesting to see. Last thing Georgia needs is a quarterback controversy this point in the season. So, but I think Georgia wins. Yes, I think they're favored by 2 touchdowns. I think they win that by more than 2 touchdowns. That's my personal opinion. I think it's a blowout. I think it's like 30. I'll say 35-7.
Well, Georgia will get their Tennessee swing over with after Tennessee last week, and now Vanderbilt, and then they'll head back home to take on the Missouri Tigers on October 14th, which I believe is homecoming.
I think Georgia's going to go to Jacksonville undefeated and play Florida for the SEC East. That's the way I see it shaping up. So they get by Florida, and they get the tough test in Auburn and Tech. There's most talking heads are still saying Auburn's going to win it, but Georgia, Auburn, traditionally the visiting team wins the game. So I like to back to that games at Auburn this year.
Yeah, it's at Auburn.
So
that is amazing in that series. It's usually the visiting team that wins.
I told you weeks ago, my first trip to Mercedes-Benz will be for the SEC Championship game. I'm still sticking to that story. Already making plans to be there December 2nd, Georgia, Alabama, in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So,
okay.
Which was half empty this past Sunday, as a matter of fact.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because people are boycotting the NFL.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're boycotting the NFL because of the NFL stance. And it's not just because of the players, it's the NFL stance. It's the owners and the commissioner condoning the behavior that's being taken place there at the stadium. Someone just texted in, Derek Mason sounded as he's a little aggravated that Kirby has not named a starting quarterback. Who's Derek Mason?
He's the coach of Vanderbilt.
Oh, okay.
What does he care?
What does he care? Yeah, well, so he's aggravated. Who cares? He's the opposing coach. You know, so let him be aggravated. We don't care.
Derek Mason's aggravated because he thought he could beat Alabama. He got beat 55-0.
Yeah, I was hearing about that on the Chuck Oliver show. He said, bring on Bama, bring on Bama. Yeah, well, you got it brought to you.
Be careful what you wish for.
Okay, well,
that whole week leading up to that game, they kept saying, oh, Bandy's good, Bandy's going to play with Alabama, they're going to play. Yeah. And Feinbaum said it best, he says Alabama, Nick Saban lives for those 3:30 SEC games, that's a recruiting tool for him. And they go out and show everybody how good Alabama is. Beat them 55-0.
Yep. Well, Bob, we're out of time.
Okay.
All right. World-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessa, by Republic Services, by Jessa Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, and by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. 831, 105.5 FM in Jessa. Remember,